Hey guys, this is Carla. I just thought I would show you that lovely skill that everybody seems to want to have, how to mail merge something. So the first thing you're going to want to do is have an open Excel document ready there, and then I'm going to cut and paste right out of the contest schedule here. So cut and come to my open Excel document. I'm going to paste right in there. Those are a little messy in here, and it doesn't really make a difference, but if you're picky like I am and you want it to look nice, you can double click, highlight all of those and double click each time, and it will make it look a little bit more nice. They put together, I'm going to delete this. Actually, let me save that because I'm going to show you something with that later. So each of the headings that you put in here now is what you're going to be looking for your mail merge. So name them carefully. This is the event. And school, and I don't actually put my name on my score sheet, so I'm going to just delete that. So that's all you have to do for the Excel sheet. I'm going to click Save As and call it something that you will remember because you're going to be opening it again in just a second. I've actually done this twice because I didn't like my first recording, so I'm going to replace it. So I called it Contest Schedule. Save. Yes, I want to replace it. The next thing you're going to do is close that because Microsoft Word is the next program we're going to have, and it won't let you use it if it's open. So you're going to close that and then open up a blank Word document. And here's where the fun begins, ladies and gentlemen. So this is your normal Word document. You're going to click on Mailings. And then you are going to basically just work yourself across the top of this. So start a mail merge, and since we're using labels, you're going to go right here. You're going to click Labels. Most of you have probably the 32 a page labels, and you can find whatever size. You can either find, if they're Avery labels, most of the time you'll be able to find them on here based on their number, but what you're really looking for is the 1 by 2.6. If you have different size labels, you'll have to figure out what size you want there, but that's how you do that. Click OK, and there you'll notice that they're all set up for you in there, but you're only going to work in this first label here. So we move to the next one, which is Select Recipients. You're going to use the existing list that we just created in Excel. So you're going to find your document. There is mine. You're going to open it. Now this one always gets a few people, but basically these correspond to the 3 sheets that every Excel document has when you open them. So you always just select the first one. If I would have renamed that like Whittier Contest Schedule, that's what you would see there. Or if I would have deleted these 2 out of that document, you would have seen that first. So just always go with the top one if all else fails. But if you are using more than 1 sheet in a workbook, you're going to pick based on which sheet it was that you want the data from. Click OK there. The next thing is Edit Recipient List. This is a nice feature because you can come in here and see what exactly is going to merge. Like this one, this student was a scratch, so I'm going to unclick that box and it will not merge data from there. That's why I left that in, was to show you. Many times if you've ever had data in the cells in your Excel document underneath what you're seeing right here, if you've had any data in there at all, it will put blank spaces in there. So always check the bottom, because otherwise you're going to end up with like 6 pages of labels printing for you. Just want to check one thing here. That's good. So that's how that works. It's actually really pretty simple. So that's the list of everything that is going to merge for me. We've edited recipient lists. You don't need address block or greeting line. That's if you're doing addresses on envelopes, and we're not. So we're going to go right to Insert Merge Field, and what you're going to notice is, quite nicely, these are the headings of all of those lists that were in the list that we made in the Excel document. These are all the headings. You see that? So I'm going to start with time. I'll put a couple spaces in there. And then I'm going to go for event next. I'm going to return. I'm going to put names and a couple spaces in there, and then I'm going to put school. When I click over here, you'll see that I can preview the results. Now that's a little bit bigger than what the space has, especially if you have lots of names. And the issue is that it does a kind of a funny thing based on how your setup is. So you're going to want to come in here to paragraphs and tell it to remove spaces before and after paragraphs. So you'll notice that it brought it down. Now the other thing is, if I really want to, I can change the font back here, Then to get back to that mail merge situation, you can come back to mailings. Before I forget though, I'd like to have an incentive. So over to mailings. I can unclick that preview results and see that. Now the big thing is, you're going to notice I only have it in one box. And you're going to be like, Carla, there's only one name here. I can't print this one at a time. Yeah, the next thing you need to do is click Update Labels. You'll see everything appear there. You'll have everything you needed on there. I have a couple of other things that I really like to do with this, but you don't need that. So from this point, you can always go to Home and format however you want to. But really, you're done otherwise. Now, I'll give you a couple tips. I like to finish, merge, and edit individual documents. What this does is it creates a document that doesn't have all the mail merge stuff linked into it. So this is just a new sheet of labels for me, and then I like to edit this one. So I'm going to show you one more trick because I've yet to figure out how it works properly, or how to get this. They put the seconds in here. So to get the seconds off there, I come in here and I type that and I replace it with nothing. And I tell it to replace all. Tell it no, and then if you're picky, it will also delete it it'll delete it twice out of those times, so I like to go back and add it in. So if you have an on the hour one, it'll delete that. That is basically how you're going to get your mail merge. You can format anything in here now that you want to, but that's basically how you're going to do it. You should be able to print it right from here, and hopefully this is helpful to you guys. Have a great afternoon.